Hi guys, it's Nicole, and today I am sharing another month in review layout. This is for October of 2020. Still combining this with my current Creating with Collection series. I mentioned in a previous video that I was probably going to put this on hold just for the month of December because I thought it would be fun to focus on all holiday related layouts and videos for the month of December. I am pretty good at coming up with ideas and I suck at following through with them, so we'll see what happens. So with today being the last day of November, I was like, you know what, I need to edit this video and go ahead and share it with you guys, and I can start editing the mini Christmas projects that I currently have just waiting in the queue for me. Now, I will say this is about the point in the process when I realized I messed up. This should have been a 2-page layout. This is 35 photos, I want to say. I mentioned in the previous video for September's layout that it had been a long time between when I did like July, August, and September, and then when I did these. So it had been a while since I had edited the collages. I actually had to go back and watch one of my own videos to get the sizing. And I think I just got busy listening to a podcast or something and was editing, was thinking to myself, yeah, great, it fits. Let's squeeze it onto a sheet of photo paper, print it, let's go. Then when I went to cut everything out, I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't have enough room to kind of follow the design that I had been doing. And I didn't want to cut it in half because I would lose the white frame and then one side would have like 3 rows and one side would have 2, and that would just drive me nuts. So I decided to just kind of work with my little mistake here and just run with it. Especially knowing that I typically have more layouts in the second half of the year. So eliminating a page by doing a single page instead of a double page is probably better anyways. I just decided, you know what, I won't be able to have sort of that section on the bottom that has some additional pattern paper. And instead of having a phrase card at the top, I will just use that as an opportunity to put my journaling piece up there instead. So pretty much I just, was not in the mood to go through and re-edit these. At this point, I had edited the photo collage, printed it, closed down the software days prior to actually getting this. So it wasn't like everything was still open on my computer. If it was, I probably could have gone and found 7 more photos and then did, 3 rows on the left, 3 rows on the right, and followed one of the 2-page versions that I have done of this. But again, I just decided to work with what was going on and knowing that it was going to get done, it was going to be documented, these were going to sort of be checked off my list. And I mean, I've said this before, you guys know this, with month in review, I really do just kind of want the emphasis to be on the photos. I'm not somebody who enjoys making a layout with one photo. It's a lot of work. It takes up a lot of room in albums. That kind of thing makes my brain just glitch out. I am kind of, if I can get a full year in 2 to 3 albums, that's where I'm at. So I don't know, a lot of these things are photos on my phone that, yes, I would like to remember, but I don't necessarily want to tell an entire story. I don't need to tell a story about how my daughter drew me a nice picture and then spelled out the word love in these colored dice from a game that we were playing. I would rather look at that and as soon as I look at that photo, I know it's something that Sarah left around the house. Like she does that. She leaves notes for people. She leaves pictures laying around. I don't need to make a full layout of that. I have 2 pictures of her little pumpkin bun that we did for dress up day for school that day. I don't need to do a whole layout on that little pumpkin bun. I've got a picture of the bun. I've got a picture of her face being excited about having a pumpkin bun. That's good enough for me. And that's not really like raining on anybody's parade who does that. I think that if that's your documenting style, that's awesome. I watch a lot of people who scrapbook one photo and they go more into detail with the story behind that photo, or just enjoy the process. Maybe they enjoy the look of having one photo on a layout, or they really like to get into product and embellishments and mixed media, and that's kind of their outlet of it. And that's kind of what I find so interesting and like inspiring about finding different channels on here is everybody does their own thing. Everybody's a little bit different. Everybody has sort of their rhyme or reason for it. I just try to share with you guys what my reasons are, because I do get asked and I feel like I'm terrible at explaining things, but typically I will try to get as many photos in a layout as possible, unless it's something like the photo that you take with Santa at the mall, or my holiday cards, or my kid's school picture. Those are kind of one-offs for me, and then everything else is sort of, I would say, more event. And I'm gonna want to have all of the photos live on either one page or two page and call it good. And then month in reviews, I've talked about this before. It's crummy photos. They're from my cell phone. It's random things, but I like to look back, and a lot of times I'll look back at like the food pictures I take and I'm like, you know what, that was a really good recipe. I need to go back and look that up. So not, you guys know I'm a mess. Here's my completed layout and some detail shots. October is a little bit busier for us just because of you can see how many hearts I have on the calendar and just different things going on. So this is going to pause. December is tomorrow, and I'm going to be sharing Christmas things for the next month. So as always, I thank you guys for spending a little bit of your time with me. I hope that this is a good distraction for you with different things going on, and I hope that you continue to come back. And I'll catch you guys later.